Pauk.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Berisik. Oke, kita story-nya sampai mana ya? Ini kan? Bentar, kok ngelag ya?
Game's up. Fun's over.
Ngelag ya?
Let's light it up. That's gonna hurt in the morning. Boba, get them.
Ngelag anjir. Ngelag.
Everybody stand back.
Ngelag. Wah, kasus. Ngelag.
Locked up.
Ngelag, serius. Wah, ngelag lah. Kasus.
Bow before your king.
Anjir, ngelag tuh. Wow. Ini sebelum mati.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it up.
Heal dulu.
I got him cornered.
Ngelag sumpah banget. Iya. Anjir, kini sudah si ketek.
Busted. Nice and spicy. Target acquired.
Apa itu kini sudah si ketek? Akhirnya bicara dengan ada.
Wow! Besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guards sure are active around here. Seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout, there's often a bunch of Ruin Guards roaming around too.
There are no coincidences in the world.
Betul, tidak ada yang kebetulan di dunia
Everything
ini.
is the fruit of seeds
Kalau
planted
kebetulannya
long ago.
2 kali berarti bukan kebetulan.
Just like your
Sengaja.
appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout.
Jadi itu juga termasuk.
Forget it. Just some needless musings.
Salah sengaja.
The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no
Lagi pula
means
ini yang
incidental.
memanipulasi adalah Hoyo. Oh my god.
Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots below.
Okay.
Branches? Roots? What do you mean exactly?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago. Khaenri'ah.
Khaenri'ah? Keduanya berasal dari bangsa kuno. Khaenri'ah?
Akhirnya? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after the destruction of that nation?
Terus kenapa mereka masih bisa hidup sampai 500 tahun yang lalu? Sampai 500 dari sekarang?
Oh, speaking of Akhirnya, that's really a super ancient name.
Betul.
Oh, right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago, the nation of Akhirnya was...
Kok gue tahu Khaenri'ah? Khaenri'ah nan?
You have memories of being there. But that nation was destroyed 500 years ago.
Makanya.
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not pry into mine, so I shall not pry into yours.
Nah gitu. Kita sama-sama hormat privasi aja.
But if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Khaenri'ah you saw, what was it like?
Dia aku tidak bisa menyembunyikannya lagi. Berarti yang pertama kayaknya gue harus cerita. Yang kedua Dain dan Khaenri'ah. Mungkin MC kita berpikir kayak Dainsleif sama Khaenri'ah bakalan cocok kan, kayak berhubungan ya. Orang yang membangunkanku. Oh iya kan kita tertidur ya. Habis itu kita nemu enggak, kita emang bangun tiba-tiba kan. Terus kita nyelamatin Paimon. Oh iya ya. Terus lautan api. Oh, saat kita bangun kan? Oh iya. Oh my god. Ya, kita mungkin bisa coba. Lautan api. Iya, lautan api yang mana? Aduh, gue lupa.
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that
enggak sih.
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your brother from within that meteorite.
Oh, pas kita lagi mau ada bintang lewat tuh kan pas awal-awal kita main kayak wing. Ya itu pas itu yang awal-awal. Oh
Seems
iya
your
ya.
brother woke up first. But the question is, how long before you?
And then your brother told you that the destruction of Kanria plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Tevat.
Oh gitu, tapi abis itu kita malah dihalangin sama dewa tak dikenal.
The destruction of Conria? He said that?
Iya.
Destruction you witnessed, that's history from 500 years ago.
Gila, berarti gue udah tua, Cuk.
It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
So your brother must have understood this world better than you did because he woke up first.
Yes.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked
Benar.
your path. So you
Betul,
couldn't
betul,
escape.
betul. Itu runtutan kejadiannya. Benar, itu cerita kompleksnya.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
Gimana?
I
tuh?
understand.
Understand apa nih?
When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Kanria.
Iya. Kayak udah tiba-tiba, gue suruh kabur. Oh iya, gue kabur gitu. Ikut-ikutan aja. Jadi kayak gue baru bangun nih. Sama aja kayak lu habis baru bangun tidur gara-gara di tengah-tengah mimpi. Nah gitu, ya. Tadi kayak abis kita pingsan, kita kayak tidur, kabur. Ya terserah ngikut itu
But
gitu
now,
ya.
since you have come to gain
Aneh
some
kan?
understanding of Tevat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be the war that ended Kanria.
Ya. Semacam.
If that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books during our adventure these past few
Jenis
months.
buku yang mana tuh?
Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we
Iya.
managed to
Gue banyak
gather a
ngumpulin
whole
buku.
bunch of old books from all around
Ya,
Mondstadt
udah.
and Lille. But you told Paimon they were useless.
Mengumpulkan beberapa buku tua dari Mustad. Oh, yang mana ya?
So the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Conria so you could find your brother?
Ya, itu petunjuk kedua.
Yeah, you can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But where can you go to find the nation that was destroyed 500 years ago?
Iya sih, itu kan bangsanya kayak udah hancur. Berarti kita harus nyelidikin Abyss Order kah? Kan katanya Abyss Order sama Ruin Guard itu kayak sisa-sisa dari Kaenria. Apa kita kayak harus nyandra Abyss Order biar nanyain?
I probably know more about Kanria than both of you.
Hah? Oh, lihat kan berhubungan.
Kanria was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god to begin with.
Oke.
It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented, flourishing, and glorious civilization. It was the pride of humankind.
Oh.
Without a god?
Later events unfolded just as you remember. It was all destroyed.
Mungkin karena
My
kepercayaan
gods.
mereka pada dewa nggak ada, jadi merasa kayak dewa itu kayak, oh ini nih salah satu bangsa yang nggak percaya sama dewa, dan mungkin bisa aja suatu hari Kaenria ini bakalan kayak memberontak kali ke dewanya, ke negara yang punya dewa gitu loh. Entahlah, mungkin berarti kalau kita perhatikan di sini dewa kan dia sama dengan Arkon ya. Berarti Arkon dong yang hancurin Kaenria ini.
You mean that
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Kanria.
Jadi Arkon.
The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden of the gods.
Oh.
how could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Gue kayaknya harus cepet-cepet nemuin kakak gue deh.
continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving.
Iya.
I will tell you more of what you want to know as we continue our search.
Oke, ya, oke lanjut. Sumpah, berarti selama ini kayak misalnya nih si apa namanya? Contohnya lah ya, Fenty sama Zhongli. Jadi selama ini gue kerja sama bukan, gue sama mereka kayak gimana ya? Kan para arkon udah hidup dari zaman dulu kan. Nah, kalau kita udah ngomong lah, apa namanya? Gimana sih? Kita kan udah ngobrol dari lama. Bukan. Kita udah ngobrol dari lama. Mereka kelihatan baik. Tapi ternyata 500 tahun yang lalu mereka juga yang ngehancurin bangsa manusia. Dari lama.
Are you running away?
Jadi kayak itu nggak bisa dipercaya. Bukan nggak bisa dipercaya sih. Tapi dengan karakter yang udah mereka ciptakan, kadang kita kayak masih bingung nggak sih? Kayak really? Jadi ini sifat asli Arkon sebenarnya? Hah? Nah, Hida bocil hijau gue jadi juga termasuk, atau Abah Zhongli,
Is this
atau
really
Fenty yang
necessary?
suka mabok? Hah? Jadi Saritsa ini baik gitu? Hah? I don't know.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. I'm going in.
Sorry mau sambil nge-heal. Jadi ini gimana ya? Kayak ngomong mau dibilang gak percaya, tapi kayak jadi selama ini kita udah ketipu atau gimana?
Everything has its use.
Were you not given toys to play with as a child? Is that
Tapi
it?
kan yang lain kayak termasuk itu enggak sih? Apa namanya? Kayak reinkarnasi nggak sih? I don't know. Kalau Zhongli kan katanya iblis tua. Oh iya, gue tua.
Over there! It's more ruin guards and abyss
Nah,
mages.
ngobrol coba,
They
Sandra
was
mereka.
just saying how these ancient machines are from
Sandra
Conria.
aja.
So, did Conria have a lot of ruins that needed to be guarded?
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that 500 years ago.
Enggak.
These Ruin Guards were known as Field Tillers by the people of Kanria.
Field Tiller.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
Mereka cuma bertani. Hah? Mereka bertani? Anjir, ternyata ini petani.
It's not like you think. Field Tiller was just a code name. The people of Kanria like to give code names to their
Kode.
weapons. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather
Tidak
is to
akan
be
dibilang
fought
dengan
for with steel
perlawanan
and
yang
blood.
melainkan diperjuangkan dengan
This
baja
is how
dan
the
darah.
Field Tiller came about.
Oh,
Fought for
nggak
with
ngerti sih.
steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding tilling.
Maksudnya
I
kalau
doesn't
lagi
think it's a
membajak
very
itu harus
positive
kayak
interpretation.
darah, diperjuangkan dengan hati. Agak aneh ya, berarti persepsinya.
After the destruction of Kanria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control.
Oh,
They wandered
gitu.
aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Tevat. Perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time, they found their way to various ruins across the land, where they lie dormant.
Oh, pantesan gue kalau setiap nemu ruin guard pasti kayak baru bangun gitu loh.
That sounds so sad.
Iya ya.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you.
Ya itu terdengar kejam tapi ya gitulah.
But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose. So destroy them all.
Destroy? Really? Ya, terdengar aja. Bentar ya.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Nice and spicy. Hey, yeah!
I got him cornered. Claim Gotcha! Target acquired.
Udah. Oh, udah. Ini lebih horor dah.
This abyss base dropped a talisman.
Komunikasi. Lah itu bukannya
This
jimat
talisman seems connected to
yang
the
ada
Abyss
di
Herald.
kayak kemarin.
But why would an Abyss Mage be carrying it?
Abyss Herald?
Perhaps it really does contain information about their operation.
Oh, beruntung.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it.
Tahu tulisan kalian
Engulf
jangan.
the faith of the enemy in flame
Oh, dia bisa baca.
and bring glory to His
Kepercayaan
Highness the
para musuh dalam
Prince.
kobaran api dan berikanlah kemuliaan tertinggi untuk sang pangeran. Hah? Pangeran? Siapa pangeran?
What? Is that what it says?
Loom of Fate initial operation.
Roda takdir operasi awal.
The Abyss seem to be carrying out a large operation.
Kata kunci
The
dari
keyword
rencana
here
mereka
is
roda
Loom of
takdir.
Fate.
Roda takdir.
It seems like they are still launching the operation,
Jangan-jangan
or rather,
mereka mau rubah
are
takdir.
still conducting preliminary tests.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine?
Ada
From
hubungannya
the
sama patung
horrible
terbalik.
feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super likely to be related to this fate-weaving operation.
Ada hubungannya?
So, Dane, what message does this talisman contain?
I'm reading it now.
Oke.
An ambitious operation, but some parts are difficult to understand.
Susah? Lu bahkan dia ngerti bahasanya aja. Susah apalagi
How
kita ya.
so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osial,
Osial,
Overlord of the Vortex.
The Vortex? Apalagi tuh
The
anjir?
Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that
Dewa
guy in
laut.
the ocean?
Oh, Dewa Laut yang di Liyue kemarin.
What do they want with Osial?
Oh,
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the Storm Terror incident.
terus
Though
gimana?
you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to
Oh,
this
jadi
one.
kita selama ini kayak udah ngancurin rencana mereka berkali-kali dari para Abyss Order ini. Oh, itu termasuk ya?
Last time it was
Wow.
Fancy's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. The
Wow.
Abyss Order keeps setting their sights higher and higher.
Iya anjir.
Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osial, just as they did Dvalin?
No. From the contents of the talisman, this operation goes one step further.
Anjir, lebih dahsyat nggak tuh
They won't
tulisannya?
just corrupt Osial's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to completely transform Osial's body.
Oh.
Is that even possible? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Ntar dulu kayaknya panjang
Very
amat.
few people today truly understand the civilization
Anjir.
of Khaenri'ah.
Dulu kayaknya panjang
Of
amat,
course,
sebut aja
the
gurita.
accuracy of that understanding itself is difficult to judge.
Nah, tahu gue juga gak ngerti dari tadi ini. Ngangong-ngangong weh.
Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. Despite being far from human, they seek out this lost human
Iya juga ya.
civilization quite
Katanya kan
persistently.
dulu Khaenri'ah ini kebanggaan manusia, tapi sekarang yang pengen ngebangun Khaenri'ah itu sendiri malah Abyss Order. Abyss Order kan dia cuma semacam monster. Kenapa mereka malah pengen bangun Khaenri'ah lagi?
The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osial's limbs to construct a mechanized
Dewa
god.
robot.
And the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the Statue of the Seven is the eye of the very first field tiller.
Oh.
The eye of the very first field tiller? Oh, Paimon gets
Oh,
it!
jadi makanya
All those
dia
Abyss
nyari
mages
di
are
Ruin
looking for the
Guard itu
special
nyari
eye,
mata
right?
filler pertama.
It would seem so.
Oh.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated.
Anjir, disuruh ke
But basically,
suruh
it
privat
all
buat
has
nyari
to
ruin
do
luar,
with that
Cok.
eerie statue of the seven we saw,
Yang
right?
bener aja.
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in the hands of the
Di
defiled
tangan
statue,
patung ternoda.
thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Hah, Celestia?
Oh boy, the Abyss Order
Anjir,
sure isn't holding
Celestia.
back with this plan.
Yang bener aja.
Since no one knows where the first field pillar is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation?
Tapi patung yang kemarin kan mirip kayak si Venti, Arkonnya Anemo kan?
That tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. Let's go to the cathedral first and ask around. Maybe we'll learn something.
Boleh.
The cathedral.
Kenapa lu musuhan ya?
Huh? What's the matter, Dane?
Nothing. Let's get moving.
Mencurigakan. Bat ya. Lanjut ke sini. Agak rada muter-muter ya. Gue nggak bisa bayangin kalau misi Sumeru bakal lebih sulit daripada ini. Jangan tanya gue dah kalau ada misi Sumeru. Nyerah. Ini aja belum nyampe Inazuma, Cok. Biarkan saya ke Inazuma. Kapan? Lah.
A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of
Lu
resources and
bayangin
energy to
Venti setiap hari
construct them.
kesini dan udah nggak ada
But
kontribusinya.
how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in
Nah kan?
return?
Tahu kan? Emang Venti itu cuma gitu-gitu doang.
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though. Does it?
Ya bener sih.
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral. Don't say anything bad about the Animal Archon.
Nah iya.
And actually, the Animal Archon is...
Jangan ditanya. Paling
Never
mabok lagi.
mind.
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral.
Lah,
I'll leave you two to mingle with the sisters.
nggak masuk.
Huh?
Lu nggak
You
penasaran?
are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust.
Ya iya sih.
Having me tag along would only make them suspicious.
Tahu lu kan
Correct.
bakalan populer, lihat
And
muka
just as
lu.
our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church at any time.
Iya,
When a
mulutnya lemes.
non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never pretty. I have
Oh, gitu,
never
Pak.
received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any reason I would need it now, or in the future either.
Wow.
That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues to act.
Apa itu? Nggak jelas.
Okay, then we'll just go in
Dia
ourselves
udah
and
punya
ask
ijazahnya
around.
dong. Apa itu? Itu apa namanya? Gua nggak kelihatan. Apa itu nggak kelihatan gua? Sarjana kertas.
Sandi Ajenasan SM.
Apalah.
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside the cathedral.
Senggol tuh. Kayak harusnya ditambahin lagi namanya di belakang. Senggol tuh. SM Senggol tuh nggak jelas anjir. Patung ternoda, oh
The
iya.
Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of
Nggak
the
jelas
statue.
ya, Bang.
But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin whatever element of surprise we may have.
Iya, nggak
Also,
jelas ya.
meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for anyone.
SD. SMSD Rama. Astaga. Apalah emang ya. Jadi lu beneran gak mau masuk nih di depan aja?
Go into the cathedral and ask around. I'll be waiting out here.
Oh. Duduk Pak, duduk nih. Ada tempat duduk sini. Duduk di sini, jangan berdiri, nggak pegel, panas loh. Jangan dulu pakai sunscreen. Oh ya dia punya topeng ya, ya terserah.
10 points for agility.
Suruh masuk ya. Halo Pak, ya Oto. Oh. Aduh gue lupa. Iya ya. Ntar dulu. Nggak jelas emang satu itu. Jadi intinya tadi itu naon ya, gua disuruh nanyain. Oh ya benar, tentang patung. Bukan tentang patung sih, kayak tentang kain riah kan ya. Halo Barbara, adik kecil dari Jean. Halo, jadi mau nanya.
Honorary Knight. Hi, how have you been? Do you need anything today?
Mau nanya.
But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the whole
Iya,
sword,
gua ngerti kok, gua ngerti. Iya, gua
cannot
ngerti.
oblige.
Iya. Emang bukannya udah hancur ya? enggak jadi.
She hasn't realized it's just an illusion.
Iya.
Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field tiller?
What's that?
Bulat, bola
What does
katanya
it-
bola.
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question. Has the church ever lost a statue of the seven?
Hah?
You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago.
Berarti
Barely anyone
udah lama
mentions
kah
it
kejadiannya?
nowadays. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the seven that disappeared one night without a trace.
Dulu sekali
Nearly
kapan
every
anjir?
member of the church joined the search for it, but it was never found.
Oh, di
In the
mana
church's
itu?
records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the lost statue of the seven.
Oh, nyata beneran ya.
Of course.
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any other strange
Kayaknya
stories?
mulutnya Paimon emang minta digeplok deh.
Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said outside, it's for your own good.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh, the tyrant's final fury?
Amarah terakhir
No,
sang
that's from
tiran?
another time. Probably unrelated.
Apa itu?
The tyrant's final fury.
Oh, this refers to a time of great
Zaman
danger that
berbahaya.
engulfed Old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair.
Oh, jadi Mondstadt dulu bukan di sini?
Many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached Old Mondstadt.
Oh,
Balls of fire raining from the sky? How terrifying!
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the tyrant's final fury.
Oh gitu kah?
This strange phenomenon continued for about a year.
Hah, 1 tahun?
No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on its own.
Aneh banget.
Right. Later, the theory of the tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the
Ya
god
iya
of storms
sih.
wouldn't shoot
Dewa
fireballs.
badai kan angin. Apa hubungannya ama bola api, Cok?
Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster.
Maybe.
Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the seven, but I just can't think of any other strange incidents that might be.
Oke. Makasih. Makasih infonya.
There's that pointless word, thank you again. I can never get used to hearing it.
Hah?
Oh, Rosaria, it's
Oh,
you.
Rosaria.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Oh, enggak kok. Ngapain gue nyari mereka?
Those monsters?
Monster apa?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident.
Yang mana Helicroll?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order?
Abyss Order lagi.
Indeed, they're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves.
Waduh.
Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? for what purpose, I can't say for certain.
Oh,
Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
ikut.
Then I will go as well.
Nggak
Master
usah
Jean
mbak.
said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
Tahu.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Gue ikut.
Right. We'll go give Master Jean a hand.
Betul.
Oh, okay. If the honorary knight will be there, then
Nah ya.
please everyone, be careful. May the animal Archon protect you all.
Siap. Ya Fenty yang asli sih enggak sih. Oh ya, siapa nama lu tadi? Rosaria. Lu di sini dulu. Bentar. Gua mau ngomong sama seseorang. Anjay, seseorang gila. Bentar. Gua takutnya nanti malah
Ready for anything.
ngelawan siapa gitu. Ngelawan misalnya kayak si Serigala. Nah itu dia namanya. Siapa sih namanya? Bapak Serigala. Oh iya, bapaknya si Razor. Nah itu betul, bapaknya Razor ya. Aduh, jadi kenapa ceritanya makin kompleks dah? Kan gue males mikir ya. Story kompleks amat dah. Gue dijak muter-muter anjir. Tadi udah ke Wolf Fandom, sekarang ke Wolf Fandom lagi. Intinya apa Bang Misi? Maaf, gue dorong ya. Sini, nah ini. Nah, jadi tadi gue harus
I see.
pergi.
Has the Abyss Order already launched a new operation?
Betul.
This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue. We should go as well.
Let's go. Boleh.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with Dvalin?
Aduh, jangan sampai.
Not again!
Kasihan bapaknya Razor.
No, that's not likely.
Bukan?
Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago.
Andrew siapa nih?
Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolven.
Oh, maksudnya yang bapaknya Razor. Oh, nama bapaknya Razor itu Andrews.
The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from one of the Animo Archon's old companions.
Teman lama. Randy punya teman lama. Tahu ah? Intinya apa? Betul, menjalankan misi. Nah, kan bener udah malam. Jadi kalau misalnya layarnya hitam itu berarti udah malam. Nah, ini contohnya. Malam.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Ini kalau gua ambil biasanya muncul sesuatu nggak sih? Nah, kan?
I got him cornered.
Gak ada muncul. Alah, kecewa. Gua kira kayak muncul apa. Mengharum sih kok.
The Abyss Order!
Pengharum.
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Yuki kok. Yang mana ya?
I'm going in!
Oh, itu yang punya lu pakai sekarang. Shit. Mampus lu, finish basic attack.
I got him cornered.
Wah, oh udah.
There sure are a lot of enemies around here.
Lumayan.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are. Fits the Abyss Order's
Lupus Boreas
style.
apaan anjir?
Yeah, let's go!
Let's go.
Not going any further.
Lah, anjir dia sendiri banget nggak bisa pergi jauh.
Not! Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
Tahu bukannya lucu
It
ya?
has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the Seven.
Dan
I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction with him. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable.
rasanya bener-bener nggak
I
suka
have no problem
intrasosial ya.
interacting with people, but interacting with gods, that's a different story.
Kayaknya dia bener-bener benci sama dewa ya.
It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. Always be on your guard.
Iya,
around
gua tahu.
gods.
Ya, kayak Zhongli kemarin yang ngeselin dan kita nggak tahu
You
nih
shouldn't
ke
place too much
depannya.
trust in them, but at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction. Don't go trying to overthrow them or hunt them down,
Ya, oke.
even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Hah? Musuh bebuyutan? Musuh bebuyutan gua? Rasa gua nggak pernah nyebutin itu deh.
Don't trust them and don't hunt them.
Iya.
That's some awkward advice. Does Dan hate the Seven or is he protecting them?
Tahu anjir dia ngomongnya dua hal, Cok.
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears.
Pelajaran. Oh, pelajaran. Hah? Pelajaran. Berarti dia dulu pernah memburu dewa kah? Berarti kan kalau kita dia bilang pelajaran masa lalu, berarti kalau kita ngomongin secara sebaliknya, berarti dia dulu pernah memburu dewa kah?
I will tell you one final fact.
Nah, apa tuh?
Huh? What fact?
The destruction of the nation of Kanria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven.
Kehancuran bangsa Kaenria oleh para dewa adalah alasan Abyss Order sekarang ingin menghancurkan bangsa yang diperintah oleh The Seven. Jadi itu alasan Abyss Order ngelawan kayak ngebangkitin Osial, terus ngendalin The Fallen. Itu kan kayak pengen ngehancurin Liyue sama Mondstadt kan. Jadi itu termasuk alasan. Dan why? Kan mereka monster, bukan manusia. Emang termasuk bangsa Kaenria? Jangan-jangan Abyss Order ini kayak makhluk buatan itu kah? Bangsa Kaenria? Oh my god, otak gua tiba-tiba penuh, guys.
Enough chit-chat. We should get back to business.
Apa sih?
I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the area. Try and keep your visit with Boreas brief. Afterward, let's meet at the entrance to Wolvendom.
Iya, dia langsung pergi anjir. Kita ditinggalkan.
There he goes.
Iya.
What a strange man.
Iya.
Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up against unfamiliar gods.
Hai.
At the Rite of Dissension in Liyue, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do.
Saat tidak ada kepercayaan, menghindari situasi sebenarnya masih lebih baik daripada mencoba untuk bernegosiasi. Apa ini diketiknya? Bernegosiasi. Astaga, ini translatornya tidak benar, ini translatornya. Aduh, bernegosiasi anjir. Ini kayaknya lagi ngantuk ini yang bikin translate-nya ini. Ini dari okay.
Not the easiest situation.
Ya, ribet lah.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Weh, Jian, halo.
Oh, Master Jean! So glad we found you.
Ya.
Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we came to help.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded Wolvendom. I am preparing to send out some knights to fight back.
Ikut dong.
I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not see you.
Baru datang.
Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas, but the Abyss Order and Boreas... What is the connection between them?
They just like to cause trouble. Do they really need a reason?
Betul.
The Abyss Order already went after the Fallen. It's not too surprising that they would also go after another one of the Animal Archon's buddies.
Ya, nggak heran sih.
That is true. Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, I will handle the situation. Honorary Knight,
Ya.
please go and check if Lupus Boreas is in any danger.
Boleh.
This god spirit. He does not often see people, but I hear that you have met him before. Maybe it is best that you are also the one to meet him this time.
Serahkan padaku.
Okay, be careful.
Kalau ketemu Razer
Thank you
palingan
for
gue
your help,
bantuin.
Honorary Knight of Favonius.
Siap. Halo teman-teman Helikru, tapi saya cuma numpang lewat, jadi dadah. Saya sibuk soalnya, jadi ya. Kita ke, oh ya, bentar. Berarti kan dia kayak ngincer apa namanya, jiwanya itu kan tadi ya. Berarti jangan-jangan mau dijadiin nota atau gimana sih konsepnya itu? Entah deh. Oh, ke bawahnya kah? Kita ketemu Razer nggak sih di sini? Berarti kalau kayak gitu.
Look! Over there, it's Razor!
Kan Razer
And the Abyss Herald!
Abyss Herald! Oh my god! Ay, ini si bapaknya! Ay, bapaknya disandra! Oh my god, Razer!
You not welcome here.
Waduh.
So, the wolf's wretched spirit likes to raise wild pups now.
Waduh,
You
bapaknya!
claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly
Waduh.
glory.
Wah, parah
If
sih.
you serve us, we can restore your
Jangan
divine
didengerin.
powers.
Tutup
You
telingamu,
once
nak.
held in the
Bagus, jangan dipercaya emang, bagus.
lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
Razer, bapakmu tuh!
Is this the same thing they did to corrupt Avalan's mind?
Kelihatan dari warnanya sih sama ya.
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go on.
Inilah waktuku. Mari kita bewan lagi kita. Ayo.
You resist
Oke,
us.
bewan guys.
Your efforts are all in vain.
Bodoh amat, lu siapa ya? Nggak kenal. Mari kita. Mana orangnya? Oh, ini.
Boba, get them!
Tidak bisa.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Eat this!
Barbados, guide us.
Mana sih? Oh, ini musuhnya. Sumpah, kadang kayak ngetelong gitu.
For the Lord of the Night!
The glory to which none can compare! Especially not when it's in the mood. Measly insects! Now you must pay!
Itu asik sih. Ya. Apa itu? Dia apa ya?
Out of the frying pan!
Bentar. Oh, tadi kayak ngurangin itu nggak sih?
Adventure.
Nice and spicy! Race you! Boba, get them!
I'm going in.
You're toast!
Mana sih orangnya? Oh, ini.
Shall rise once again.
Lah, mana lagi? Oh, ini doang. Lah, kalah dia.
Let's light it up.
Out of the frying pan,
Tinggal
into
sisa
the
lu
fire!
doang. Pulang, nak. Pulang. Lu ngapain? Pulang aja udah. Ya ampun, tinggal sisa dia doang dong.
The ceremony was interrupted.
Bodoh. Emang sih gue yang terkuat. Elunya aja tuh
How does
lemah.
an old spirit have such determined will?
Ya, mampus.
This is but a small unforeseen variable.
Mampus. Rama, buka jendelanya, ge. Panas banget sih ya.
It disappeared again.
Agak lain emang.
Thank you.
Ya.
Came just in time.
Bapakmu tidak baik-baik saja kan, Riser?
Human Lupical. I am ashamed that you must see
Haha, biasa
my
kok emang.
present state.
Udah biasa. Nggak apa.
But still, the Abyss Herald
Tahu
underestimated
nih,
my
parah banget emang.
Boreas never refuses trial, but scary outsider not respect trial rules.
Gua ngerti.
I too didn't see the trap.
Jebakannya emang sangat mengerikan.
So you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas's mind,
Bukan
then
salah
lured
lu,
him
Kak.
out under the pretense of challenging him in a trial?
Thank you.
Sabar ya.
In the future, my claws must get sharper.
Kasian anak sekecil ini ditipu sama si Abyss Herald tadi. Parah
Smelled
emang.
danger and came here.
Gua nggak elu. Gua bukan elu, Razer. Nggak, gua nggak mencium bau. Gua nggak bukan
No,
jadi
we
ikan.
heard about
Iya.
the danger. Paimon's nose doesn't even know what danger smells like.
Iya, gua nggak itu.
Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask you about too.
Benar.
Excuse us, Mr. Wolf God. Do you know anything about the first field tiller?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans.
Hah? Apa tuh?
What this field tiller is.
Apa tuh?
It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for a challenger.
Anjir, salah ngira itu sebagai tantangan, lu bayangin. Astaga, berasa ditipu ya.
But it could not
Masih ada nggak?
only fight. It was designed as a pure killing machine from top to bottom.
Penumbuh? Hah? Mesin pembunuh? Oh.
I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks. Before it fell to the ground, it fled the proving ground.
Abis itu?
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Apa mesinnya bisa berputar? Kayak kuru-kuru?
It could spin, leap high into
Nah,
the air,
iya benar.
and even shoot fireballs.
Nah, iya benar, itu Ruin Guard ya, benar. Itu field tiller. Nah, field tiller.
It was
Nah, itu.
stronger than even many who
Ya, benar.
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we hear this somewhere else recently as well?
Apa tuh?
Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller came to Mondstadt, doesn't it?
Ya.
It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced ruin guards that came after.
Real.
But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Betul.
Don't know, but did we help?
Ya, itu bagus ya.
Yes, you were a
Yes.
big help. Thanks.
Thank
We
you
need to
very
keep
a lot.
investigating
Very
something
much.
super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss's forces are still attacking.
Ya, jangan lupa menjaga dirimu sendiri itu lebih baik.
Yes, I smell
Ah.
more danger, bigger danger.
Hidung yang hebat. Ya.
You too. Also, be careful.
Thank you. Oke, thank you. Ya. Saatnya kita laporan.
That was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane.
Iya, kita laporan dulu sama bos. Maksudnya sama anak buah kita. Padahal kita yang bos, kenapa dia yang harus kita laporan ya? Nah, bodoh. Gimana dia? Gimana sih ya? Sini ya. Di atas itu? Enggak, bawah. Nah, itu dia. Anjir, bilang kayak kalau deket waypoint. Kalau nggak tadi gue teleport aja, jingan. Alamak. Tadi harus gue lihat aja. Alah jangan lah. Gue merasa ditipu, Cok.
Hey, there you are.
Harusnya tadi
Did
gue
you
nggak usah
see Master
bodoh-bodoh
G?
gitu ya, harus terbang.
I saw her but purposely avoided her.
Beneran introvert dong.
As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me.
Emangnya dia tahu lu siapa?
If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her investigations.
Iya sih. Lu
But
itu
back to the matter
misterius.
at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces but wasn't able to gather any information. Did you have more success?
Ada. Ceritakan dia, Paimon. Gue yang nyeritain ya.
I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Betul.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas story?
Itu cukup gak sih?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis.
Analisis siapa?
For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral.
Oh,
Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister. Long mistaken to be
iya,
a
yang bola
curse
api
rained down by
ya.
a deceased tyrant.
Oh.
Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really just missiles fired from the field tiller after it ran from Wolfendam.
Maybe.
After it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, it must have wandered into the ruins of Old Mondstadt and stayed there.
Oh, jadi kita
Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom, it would fire a ton of missiles at them. Until one day, it finally broke down for good, and the fireballs stopped raining from the sky.
Oke,
Back
gue
then,
ngerti.
the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before, so they came to interpret it as the tyrant's final fury.
Pintar.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area.
Nggak perlu kali.
What do you mean?
Ingat yang mana
You
tuh?
mean? Oh, Paimon remembers too. We saw that
Oh,
abandoned ruin guard
iya,
sitting
gue
atop the
ingat.
tower
Oh,
when we
yang di
went there
atas itu
before.
kan? Iya, gue ingat. Oh, kita ke sana. Oke. Gue inget. Yang kayak, wah ini anak ngapain di atas itu? Kan? Ya. Gue inget. Oh my god, ternyata gue pinter selama ini, gila. Aduh, ingatan gue emang luar biasa banget sih. Gila. Yang di Nah, ini dia. Nggak tahu. Nah, ini dia maksud gue.
This is it, right? Okay then, use your elemental sight to look for the eye.
Oke.
Ooh, so what did you see?
Nggak ada.
Huh? Nothing? Oh, but Paimon was so excited.
Tapi beneran nggak ada.
What's going on? Are you sure you did it right?
Bener kok.
This requires another method.
Beda.
Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements.
Terus gimana?
Let me give it a try.
Oke. Wih, apa tuh? Api biru kah? Ada.
And done.
Oh.
Wow!
Nice.
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field tiller.
Oh.
All of the
gila.
ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Gila.
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word. Is it another ancient term from Conria?
Kalian nggak tahu prototype? Kayaknya Kaenria ini mungkin kayak negara yang serba modern gak sih? Kayak di dunia kita sekarang yang mungkin kayak udah ada teknologi atau apa. Wih, Gue nggak sabar anjir kalau beneran ke Akhirnya. Berarti di situ udah banyak banget kayak AI nggak sih? Gila, lu bayangin robot bisa kayak Genshin versi kayak versi 2045, gila. Langsung cyberpunk coy.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god.
Oh gitu.
And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Jadi sekarang kita gimana?
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No.
Enggak.
I'll guard it myself.
Emang bisa?
Huh? You? Dane? You won't go and do anything crazy with it, will you?
Tahu.
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hands.
Iya, dia kuat sih.
No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius, well, you know I don't trust them.
Iya sih. Maksud gue, dia yang ngasih informasi. Jadi kayaknya dia lebih ngerti ya.
Right.
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue.
Kita nggak bisa nyerahin ke kursi.
We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by take care of it, naturally I mean to completely destroy
Total
it.
ya, bener-bener semuanya. Gimana?
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a really important cultural relic,
Bentar.
they're actually divine too!
Menghancurkan total, berarti menghancurkan semuanya. Maksudnya dia bilang sama ngehancurin patung Fenty juga.
Well, good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier. Otherwise she'd be going completely bonkers right now!
Lebih kayak sampai pingsan gak sih?
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them?
Iya sih, dia emang gak ada urusannya. Iya, adalah
Let's
ya.
go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will also run into that Abyss Herald.
Oke.
I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
Bentar dulu, Dance Leaf. Itu terus lu naro filter pertama di mana? Emang lu punya kantong? Kantong ajaib. Maksudnya gua kantong Doraemon gitu minimal. Gila, itu gede banget anjir. Anjir, orang hilang. Kemana tuh? Kelihatan dekat, padahal jauh. Bentar, itu tulisannya 1000 ya? Oh iya 1000. Gua tadi bacanya 174 jingan. Aduh. Lah itu baru diomongin ada ruin guard juga. Apa nih?
My mistake.
Baru datang tiba-tiba diserang anjir. Gak jelas banget. Sedih banget dia tiba-tiba diserang anjir. Berarti tadi bisa di atas ya? Oke, lanjut. Air sama es. Air sama es. Air es. Aku air es. Bodoh. Mari kita abaikan weakness. Maksud gua kan. Aduh, kebiasaan main HSR baca-bacanya weakness anjir. Mari kita abaikan elemental. Nah, itu dia. Ya. Kalau nanti salah palingan ngulang lagi. Biar apa? Biarin.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again.
Betul.
Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in.
Iya lagi.
Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat.
Enggak, lu aja
Better
yang
the
bodoh, gua nggak mau
stupidest.
sih. Gua nggak mau disebut
To get
bodoh.
to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go. And remember to be on your guard.
Entah kenapa sekarang lebih sulit deh. Ini ntar lu jalannya kemana anjir? Ke atas, ke bawah? Wow. Anjir lah, gue hampir kena. Itulah gunanya, apa namanya, gunanya kinect ya guys ya. Untung aja gue pakai kinect. Oh, ada nyampe. Oh, ini patungnya.
Looks like we're here.
Nah ya.
Eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. I understand the evil aura you were describing earlier.
Nanti aja.
Oh, such a scary place.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue.
Ya.
The Abyss Herald. It's here.
Kekuatan jahat. Oh, itu orangnya.
You sense correctly.
Mungkin kalau di anime kayak wajahnya dapat ting ting. Nah, kalau di India pasti langsung di close up.
You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsleif, enemy of the Abyss.
Wow.
I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed, perhaps from your darkest nightmares.
Or something.
And something far more dangerous. You
Mau busuk?
reek of a corruption familiar to me.
Apa tuh?
Then we are the same. We're
Sama aja.
both dangerous. But dangers from outside of the Abyss Order must be caught and caged.
Apa tuh maksudnya sebenarnya sama aja, sama-sama makhluk berbahaya? Apa tuh cih?
It is your words that forever reek of corruption. Time to silence you.
Waduh. Wah, gelut kah? Wow, kaget gue. Bentar dulu, kita harus baca
Nice and
dulu.
spicy. Off we go.
Kita kan ngebaterai dulu.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork. Eat this.
Target acquired.
Wow, lah. HP gue kenapa nih? Oh enggak, gue kira HP gue kenapa sih? Anjir, pakai dual blade. Serius? MC gue pakai dual blade. Lihat tuh. Ini banget. Wah, gila, real itu guys. OP ini kain Rias ya. Alter. Kok ada alter? Abang gue. Ada alter, Cok. Lah. Kok dipanggil Prince? Lah. Itu kakak gue kenapa di situ?
Lumina.
Lah, Lumin. Pulang.
He just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald.
Iya juga sih, tapi kayak pulang.
Your brother and the Abyss?
Paimon, gimana? Anjir, gue bingung, Cok.
Why are you with Dane?
Hah? Apa? Ini kenapa lu malah nanya sesuatu? Benar, ini kita.
Your brother knows Dane?
Enggak, ini bukan masalah itu, Paimon. Ini masalah gue dulu. Kita udah lama gak ketemu. Ini bukan masalah si Dainsleif ya. Ini masalah kita. Gimana? Paimon, gimana aja?
Ether, we meet again.
What's going on here? Dane knows him
sih?
You shouldn't team up with this man.
Hah? Anjir, apa sih? Aduh, pala gue.
He is my enemy.
His? Tapi gue gimana?
Ether.
Gue gimana? Apa sih ini?
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the abyss.
Hah? Apa sih? Apa sih ngomongnya
That
setengah-setengah?
man Dainsliff was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria.
Hah? Oh, dia juga dari kain Ria.
A curse of immortality was laid upon him, to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into the monsters of the abyss.
Orang-orang aslinya itu jadi abyss? Bentar, maksudnya manusia. Ini maksudnya seorang manusia ya. Jadi monster abyss? Hah? Bentar. Jadi orang-orang selama ini kita ngalahin abyss itu manusia awalnya.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago?
Aduh, story macam apa ini kepala gue?
And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves?
Jadi selama ini Abyss Order manusia dan mereka manusia dari kain Ria?
And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Oh, Paimon's so confused.
Iya, pulang dulu, pulang. Pulang, nak.
Yes, of course. Home is wherever we are together.
Pulang. Capek gue di sini ngebantuin para Arkon.
But I cannot go with you to the next
Why?
world to find a new home. At least, not yet.
Hah? Why? Kita nggak ada
Till
urusan
the
sama
abyss
dunia
has
ini, tau?
engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end.
Takdir?
Listen to me, Lumine.
Hah?
I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world.
Please jangan jangan berkata-kata yang misterius. Gue pala gue sakit, anjir. Hah? Apa sih, kenapa gue jadi merasa yang paling bodoh di sini?
So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Kita selalu memiliki waktu yang cukup. Apa maksudnya? Apa maksudnya kita selalu memiliki waktu yang cukup?
Left.
Apa sih? Apa maksudnya kita selalu memiliki waktu yang cukup? Dia ngerasa kita selalu memiliki waktu yang cukup, terus sampai selama itu kita harus selalu sabar buat nunggu dia, buat berputat sama takdir yang dia bilang. Why? Anjir, parah banget, Cok. Lu bayangin, ini kakak cowok nih ninggalin lu, terus adek ceweknya dibiarin aja di tengah-tengah dunia yang bahkan dia nggak tahu, tiba-tiba nemuin kenyataan kalau abangnya selama ini tahu kalau dia di mana, tapi dia nggak mau langsung nemuin. Bajingan ya? Sakit hati sih gue. Gila, parah
Don't be
banget.
too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information.
Nggak, gue nangis nangis
Really?
kok. Gue nggak nangis.
Are you sure?
Nggak, gue nangis ya. Ya, gue nggak
At
nangis.
least now, as
Cuma
well
tadi
as
ada
the
air mata
seven,
turunnya.
Dane is
Itu
also
kayaknya
a
jatuh
key
dari
part of
langit.
finding your sibling too, right?
Iya.
That's right.
Tidaknya. Jujur aja gue nggak terlalu ngedengerin
Understand it at all?
karena kepala gue sakit.
Oh, well then, let's go over it again.
Reka ulang gimana tuh?
First off, that Abyss Herald called your brother Prince.
Benar. Dia manggil dia
Seems like your brother
pangeran.
is leading the Abyss Order.
Kayaknya.
Even the Abyss Herald answers to him. Still, we don't know for sure if he's the highest ranking leader in the organization. Also, your brother said that he wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with Destiny. What the heck does that mean? Could it be he wants to destroy the Seven and
Karena
the
dia
Seven
berpihak
Nations?
sama Abyss Order, kayaknya dia pengen ngehancurin para dewa sih.
Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people
Nah,
of
iya.
Conria turned
Anjir,
into
gua juga
after their
kayak-
nation was destroyed.
Wah,
This story is just plain terrifying.
gila.
And
Itu
Dane is from Conria
mengejutkan.
too. He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago. But he didn't turn into a monster. And now he's fighting the Abyss Order.
Daripada itu sekarang gue bingung gue mau percaya sama siapa, Paimon.
So that's why your brother said that Dane is his enemy, right? But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then why is he enemies with the Abyss Order now?
Gue kayak berpikirnya itu mungkin kayak apa yang sekarang udah jadi Abyss Order, kayaknya itu cuma jiwa-jiwa yang harusnya udah pergi. Kayak misalnya kalau di dunia kita kan kayak udah ke surga, tapi dia malah ada kejebak di tubuh di tubuh yang lain. Di sini kayak dipaksa dijebak nggak sih, buat buat ngeberjuangin kain Riah, padahal harusnya itu kayak udah jadi masa lalu tapi masih diperjuangin sampai sekarang, tapi dengan cara mengorbankan jiwa-jiwa dari kain Riah yang dulu. Kayaknya kayak gitu nggak sih? Mungkin kalau melihat Dane itu kenapa kayak gitu, tapi kita nggak tahu juga ya, kayak kita masih nggak tahu siapa yang jahat di sini.
Also,
Bisingin
how
aja.
come after all this time we've spent searching for your brother,
Iya anjir.
it turns out he's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with that? Yeah,
Gak
you're
ada
right.
jawaban, pusing yang ada.
Then we can't let ourselves get down about it now.
Benar.
Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place and get back to the surface where the sun shines bright. If your
Siap.
brother wants you to reach the end of your journey, show him what you're made of. Come on, traveler, let's go.
Boleh. Asalkan Paimon masih ada di sini untuk menjadi makanan saya, maksudnya untuk menjadi makanan darurat saya, maka ya kita persilakan. Oh ini. Yeay. Saatnya kita ke Inazuma. Yeay ke Inazuma. Akhirnya gua nggak diledekin lagi. Yeay, buka Inazumanya. Yang ngomongin gua belum buka Inazuma, mari kita bewan kita. Bodoh amat, gua udah buka Inazuma sekarang. Awok. Akhirnya buka Inazuma. Oke, saatnya kita buka Inazuma, guys. Mana? Inazuma, aku datang. I'm coming, baby. Oke, saatnya Inazuma. Mana Inazuma? Bentar dulu. Inazuma. Yang mana sih? Ini ke The Custom. Ini sebelum nih. Yes. Saat Inazuma. Yes. Inazuma. Pulang guys. Bukan pulang sih. Halo.
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your brother would have sided with the Abyss.
Iya, gue masih belum terima sedikit.
Keep your chin up.
Oke.
Paimon believes in both of you.
Ya.
And when the going gets
Makasih.
tough, the tough get going. Right?
Makasih Paimon, walaupun gue selalu sebut lu sebagai makanan darurat, tapi dukungan lu sangat luar biasa.
He said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets he still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going.
Terima kasih.
Don't mention it, partner.
Anjay, ya
Travel
deh,
is
makanan
supposed to
darurat
look
emang
out
yang
for one
terbaik.
another.
Ya, makanan darurat yang terbaik.
Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey...
Cari dewa lagi.
Oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the first place?
Right.
You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her.
Betul, gue juga masih kesel.
Ooh, Paimon supports that idea.
Oh iya
Just
loh.
the thought of it so
Nah, gitu
satisfying.
bener. Dukung gue, betul.
Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next...
Inazuma.
Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. What?
Naik
Why don't we
naon ya?
ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance?
Coba aku pikir siapa ya orangnya?
Paimon's thought of someone already.
Atsuko siapa?
Atsuko in Leo Harbor. She's from Inazuma.
Ih, namanya juga emang kelihatan sih dari namanya kayak nama Jepang nih.
Let's see what she has to say.
Boleh. Oke, saatnya ke Inazuma. Yes. Ke Inazuma. Akhirnya. Di mana tuh? 300 berarti jauh. Emang harus diliatin dulu berapa berapa meternya. Kalau emang misalnya di bawah 100 berarti dekat. Kalau misalnya di atas 200 berarti jauh banget. Ini lama-lama gue bisa ngitung peta ini. Gara-gara main kayak ginian doang. Oh, sana. Ini kah?
Oh, hello.
Nah.
Oh, I mean good fortune, right?
Ya.
I'm still learning to talk like a local.
Enggak apa-apa.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Begini.
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Betul.
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way,
Nah, gimana?
Great! We came to the right person.
Yes.
but the chance of success is incredibly small.
Apanya yang kecil?
Incredibly small. Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
Tahu
It was
gimana?
in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was.
Emang
All
gimana?
I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end.
Terus?
But to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
Oh gitu.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? What?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and
Ya, Anda pasti
I felt
bakalan
like I
cocok sama
didn't belong
Mondstadt.
there.
Karena Mondstadt itu bebas.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Apalagi
along with the other 2 commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission.
Commission?
I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu and Jising.
Oh.
One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival.
Oh gitu.
Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree.
Perburuan Vision?
They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling.
Hah?
It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future.
Habis itu?
What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there.
Punya alasan yang penting.
You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survive that,
Tenang,
you
gue
would still
kuat.
need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku decree.
Yang nggak kuat itu
Closed
kalau
nation
tiba-tiba
policy of Inazuma.
ngelawan petir. Maksud gue, mencoba ke sono tapi kehadang petir. Gimana
And even
ya?
if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Gue lawan mereka semua.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
Tahu.
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
Apa tuh?
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side.
Lu kan terbang,
I
Paimon.
would definitely get seasick.
Lu kan terbang,
That's not what I
Paimon.
meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet if
Apa
they
tuh?
have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue. Voyaging
Crux
far and
fleet?
wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
Di mana itu? Siapa itu?
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request like this?
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou,
Beidou.
then the hardest part will be out of the way.
Oh.
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyunstone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Oke, thank you.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beidou.
Siap. Anjir 1000. Di mana tuh dia? Jauh amat. Oh. Gua kira jauh, ternyata lumayan dekat, anjir. Kaget gue 1000 tadi tulisannya. Nah, kok makin jauh? Perasa nggak sejauh itu. Tapi kenapa terasa jauh ya? Yang mana sih? Ntar kok makin jauh? Oh ini. Ya Allah, gue mah tadi ngecek kemana lagi. Ada. Itu misi yang mana berarti? Oh, kayaknya misi yang kemarin nggak sih? Yang tentang si siapa? Yang ngituin jet chambernya si itu. Ini gue di mana? Ini gue di mana? Kenapa banyak itu? Anjir? Bentar, itu gue gimana caranya ke Beidou anjir? Terbang kah? Anjir, gue disuruh terbang, cok, ke sana. Bentar dulu. Bentar dulu, Pak. Anjir, ini kapalnya Beidou nyusahin, cok. Allahu Akbar. Kapalnya Beidou nyusahin anjir. Beidou, turun lo kesini. Ajak ribut sama gue. Anjir lah. Jangan dia jauh-jauh, Cak. Nyampe enggak? Enggak, kayaknya nggak nyampe. Ntar dulu. Nyampe enggak? Nyampe kan. Tinggal ke atasin. Terus ini.
Is this really necessary?
Bismillah, nyampe. Nyampe lah, masa nggak nyampe anjir? Nyampe. Gua lihat masuk ke dalam kapal lu ilegal anjir. Mana itunya? Pergi ke Alcor dan temui Beido. Alcor yang mana? Apa sih katanya? Saya masuk secara ilegal. Nyari Beido. Oh iya dong. Woi, anjir gue mau dibuang. Wah parah. Ya Allah. Betul. Ke Inazuma. Betul. Nah gitu. Masuk kakak, boleh. Siap. Suling siapa? Anjir, Suling. Hah? Lah ini Beido. Jadi katanya nanya Suling.
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatui Inosile, right?
Pernah bertemu bang?
Ningguang told me about you. A traveler
Wih
of great
gila, gue
insight and
ternyata
remarkable
terkenal
skill
juga ya.
has saved Liyue, she
Gila.
said.
Gitu kan?
She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person.
Ya kebetulan ya, bisa lah.
Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating
Benda.
thing, I guess that time has come.
Iya dia emang benda.
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing, it's Paimon!
Iya Paimon.
Paimon. What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of
Kazuha kan?
the
Anjir dikatain
stars.
aura cok. Aura. Apa tuh? Maksudnya?
The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Iya itu komplimen kah?
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet.
Dia seorang penyair.
You're not
Oh,
far off,
jangan-jangan
but they go by a different
temennya
name in
Fenty ya? Apa tuh?
This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with.
Meracau?
Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
Emang bahasanya nggak normal berarti ya? Oh gitu.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Puisi. Ketua pasti suka mendengar lo berpuisi. Ketua gue.
No, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the
Tampil
mood
lah.
takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Oh gitu.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great
Ya,
hero
gue
here
ikut
might be
kok
in
tahu sih.
attendance.
Aduh, tahu aja mau ke Inazuma.
What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero,
Pahlawan hebat itu maksudnya kita, Paimon.
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it?
Belum.
The Crux
Kalau yang
Clash
terus
is a
lah.
martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents.
Oh gitu.
There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it.
Oke.
So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you.
Emang sih gue terkenal banget, gue tahu.
Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided.
Gue gak punya vision tapi Paimon gimana jelasinnya?
You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue.
Maksud gue emang pernah ngelawan naga dan gue pernah ngelawan harimau atau lebih tepatnya serigala.
And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
Tapi gue kesini bukan buat ngikutin Crosslex, gue kesini pengen masuk ke Inazuma.
we didn't come here to take part martial
Oh.
arts tournament.
Betul.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after.
Hah? Apaan?
Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Nggak tertarik. Ngapain anjir gue punya vision?
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision,
Anjir, dia ngasih vision dia cuma-cuma, Cok. Wah,
Is
gila.
there really such thing as a masterless vision?
when a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains.
Oh, bukan visionnya si Kazuha. Siapa emang vision? Siapa anjir lu ambil? Pemilik vision meninggal, cahaya vision. Bentar. Berarti dia ngambil visionnya orang udah meninggal. Oh.
As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the
Anjir,
world,
sesuai intuisi
it may
dia dong.
just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Kayaknya nggak usah deh.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an
Nggak tertarik
individual
sama
of exceptional
vision.
strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again.
Nggak tertarik,
So if
cuy.
you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Maaf ya, nggak berminat.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Betul, betul.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Yap,
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma, no sweat.
kan? Oke, ikut.
In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless
Alah.
vision or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor.
Alah gitu doang, gampang. Boleh, udah
Just
langsung
want
ini
her
mah.
to take part in your tournament.
Tahu anjir.
What's wrong with that? The more
Jangan
talent we have,
emang.
the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a
Maksain
competitor
gitu
like
aja.
you fall through the net.
What are we gonna
Ya.
do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Udahlah, coba aja dulu.
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
Ya, gampang.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Enggak. Ambil aja visionnya buat lo. Gue cuma pengen ke Inazuma, itu intinya.
Martial arts tournaments always remind me of the duels they
Duel?
have back in Inazuma.
Duel
But
naon?
when the combatants are obliged to exercise restraint, it is unlikely they will ever display their true potential.
Gitu kah?
Go on, get yourself to Guyun and sign up already. I've already fixed up the arena.
Gimana
Can't
kalau
miss it.
enggak? Gue kan ngedaftarin diri kayaknya ribet ya. Anjir, dipermudah dong. Sulit amat. Ya bentar, kayaknya gue melihat
What
sesuatu.
do those symbols really mean?
Bentar dulu. Saya melihat sesuatu. Bentar, kok nge-lag? Maksudnya ngebug. Terus gimana cara gue kesini? Sini dulu ke atas. Nah, ini maksud gue. Ke sini kan? Nah, iya. Kok lu bisa nyampe atas sih?
All clear as far as the eye can see.
Anjay. Woi, kaget gue. Tadi dulu gue mau ngobrol dulu sama dia. Kok lu bisa nyampe di atas ini? Gitu kah? Dingin amat jadi manusia. Ini Beido aja nerima gue. Bentar, ini ribet anjir lah, gue disuruh jalan kaki, Cok. Mana nih? Sini. jalan kaki tekotek. Ini kayak tempat itu nggak sih? Tempat yang apa sih namanya, kayak kota itu apa nih, kota kosong ya ini, pulau kosong anjir, kota
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are.
akhirnya jalan
Beto
gitu lah.
said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against?
Menurutmu siapa?
Hello, are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet?
Mau lihat
Well,
dulu.
I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. They don't allow just anyone to take part.
Masa?
The
Emang apa
Clash
aja?
is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them.
Oh,
Nobody wants to see that, right?
iya sih.
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Juara 2.
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
Iya.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's
Yang
been
mana
going
itu?
on for years.
Hah?
There were plenty, not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out.
Wah,
They tried to sneak
hebat.
past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted
Oh,
a left hook on the
gitu.
skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then the big guy pulled out a knife.
Terus?
I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us.
Wow, kedengarannya hebat.
I
Ya,
told
luar
you.
biasa.
Unarmed, outnumbered 2-1, but I still got the upper hand.
Wah,
I'm
gila.
not saying I came out completely
Apa kabar gue yang
unscathed, of
selama
course,
ini selalu dikeroyok
but the fact
kreatur
remains that I
harder,
did manage to
tapi
subdue the both of
menang.
them,
Iya, ya
and
maksud gue
hand
ya
them over
gitu
to the
lah.
Millilith.
Iya,
I
setiap
received
orang
quite the
emang luar biasa
commendation.
sih. Gitu. Luar
But
biasa.
for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work.
Iya sih.
Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
500 tahun bro umurnya bro. Anjir, gue dikatain anak muda cok, buyut kayak gini. Serah deh. Sekarang ke si Cai. Namanya aneh amat ya, Cai. Halo kalian.
Are you here for
Gitu.
the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us.
Oh gitu kah?
But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Oh gitu.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
Tapi kan visionnya cuma satu. Kalian malah bertarung berdua. Emang bisa dipotek 2 ya?
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Ling Shan clan.
Lingshan?
His skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his.
Klan Lingshan itu yang mana ya?
You
Gue
probably
taunya
wouldn't
Lingsha.
have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway.
Gitu kah?
He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively
Aduh.
from him.
Kayaknya gue terlalu sama orang-orang besar mulu ya. Gue nggak
To the
udah
Ling
kenal
Shan
aja.
clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Apa tuh ilmu pengalih tenaga?
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without
Pernapasan
moving an
yang
inch.
mengajari cara memanfaatkan energi di sekitar untuk menetralkan serangan tanpa perlu bergerak sedikit pun. Hah?
For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a
Mungkin
sweat.
kalau di anime kayak OPM gak sih? Kayak jurusnya si Garo ya.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
Emang bisa ya?
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no
Gitu.
way we could use it proficiently yet.
Oh,
Clearly
gitu.
not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now.
Gue nggak tahu ini
Start
mau
making progress
nyebutnya
soon.
hayalan atau
Probably run out
gimana.
of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
Hah? Anjing gue bayar juga. Wah, itu ditipu kayaknya lo.
Of course. This is a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
Wah, ditipu fix.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is... Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
Gua. Oh, itu siapa namanya?
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Mungkin ada alasan lain kayaknya
We have to
tuh.
try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck
Kalau
in the
Kwan
same
Guhua
situation.
kayak si Keking ya? Keking termasuk gak sih? Kayak Keking atau Ngeganyu atau enggak si itu tuh Yan Fei. Iya gak sih? Gue masih bingung siapa ya Kwan Guhua
It
anjir.
can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Lingshan clan will go down in history.
Anda kayaknya
Folks will come
terlalu
from
itu
far
deh.
and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
Iya deh, semangat, terserah
See
kalian.
you in the arena.
Iya, sampai bertemu. Orang-orang aneh emang. Gue nggak tahu, gue mau nyebut mereka kayak luar biasa karena apa namanya, mereka semangat juangnya luar biasa atau apa, tapi kayak ya terserah deh. Ntar dulu.
70% goes to investigating, 10% to making a final decision, and the remainder for execution.
Ini si Jinyo. Oke, jadi
Hey,
Mas
youngster,
atau or
are you here for
something.
the Crux Clash too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
Lawan baru. Oh, berarti
So
udah
you're
udah
also
sering
here for the tournament?
udah sering
Better
ikut
believe
ah.
it. Huh, I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion.
Oh, gitu kah?
For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
Lu jadi ingin jadi
No,
pahlawan.
no. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person.
Oh, gitu.
I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far without any setbacks. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seem to get on with just about everyone socially. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet.
Kurang vision ya.
Because a vision.
Oh, kan.
You have so much self-confidence.
Lu
That's
punya
not
pengalaman.
important. I have a contact in the
Ya
Crux fleet who was happy to
ampun.
vouch for me. So they very
Dia bahkan
kindly
nggak
made
punya
special
pengalaman bertarung
arrangements
sama
on my
sekali.
behalf.
Ini orang pasti orang yang cuma ikut-ikutan karena
I've also
sombong.
brought
Ya?
along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my
Oh,
neighborhood.
gitu ya.
Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature,
Oh, belum tentu.
you
Belum
don't mince
tentu.
your words, do you? The arena will be the
Ya, mari
judge.
kita lihat aja. Ada Beido, kayaknya orang-orang yang lu bilang ini emang gak ada yang
Now then,
cocok ya.
if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
Ada Beido, kayaknya gue kecewa deh sama yang lu bilang. Gue kira bakalan menarik anjir. Ini mah lawannya mudah-mudah semua, Cok.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average.
Iya.
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go sign up.
Iya, kita emang luar biasa sekali ya. Agak lain emang. Itu mau daftar.
Chinksa Village arm wrestling champion, huh? Alright, you're signed up.
Nah,
Next, please.
saya.
Wait, aren't you?
Ya.
Did I hear that right?
Saya.
Is it really them?
Kenapa tuh?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
Terpaksa salahin Bedo.
I have to ask, aren't you the traveler that helped Leo fight off that ancient god?
Iya.
It's really her!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Iya termasuk sih.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her autograph later.
Gila, gue terkenal banget Paimon. Ini gimana Paimon? Aduh, kayaknya gue harus menyiapkan tangan gue kalau minta tanda tangan
I
deh.
trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament.
Wow, punya vision.
Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary.
Serius, gue nggak
You
punya
walk
vision.
into the most dangerous
Periksa.
situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui.
Lo
and
periksa
always come out
tubuh
on
gue
top.
sekarang, cari vision di semua nih, apa namanya, di rambut gue kak, di tangan gue nggak ada.
She still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
Tahu, cari sendiri.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to
Anjir
fame?
banyak banget dong. Gue udah pernah ke Fontaine, terus ke Sumeru, enggak Sumeru belum karena gue males. Terus ke Dragon Spine.
It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process.
Ya.
So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osial, so that's one. Do you have any others?
The paling ya.
Down. And also defeated the Fatui Harbinger child.
Ya itu termasuk.
Wow.
Biasalah Paimon ya emang. Ya.
Might as well
Aduh,
declare her the
malu-malunya.
champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw. Okay.
Sabar ya guys.
That's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen.
Ya gue tahu sih emang gue luar biasa banget. Tapi ini gara-gara Beidou ya terpaksa. Yeah.
Right. Your registration is complete. Now, a brief
enggak, gue udah tahu.
great heroes such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing.
Enggak.
To win the tournament
Itu
and
nanti
claim
buat
the
kalian
grand
aja.
prize.
Enggak.
Namely,
Enggak,
a
gue nggak
vision.
butuh. Enggak
We're
apa-apa.
not here for that. We're here because Captain Beidou promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
Yap.
There's another prize too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Hah, siapa itu?
Beidou must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
Itu keinginan pribadi.
So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beidou in advance then?
Iya.
Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. I can hardly believe it myself, to be honest.
Ya ini juga tiba-tiba tahu. Lu tahu
Anyway,
gak
the
sih?
qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Ya
Hey,
terserah.
so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament.
Ya sih.
Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Tibet think that you can't manipulate the elements without one.
Betul.
So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings.
Iya, kita harus gunain kekuatan fisik kan? Iya,
In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right?
Masuk akal.
Alright, it's
Anjir itu berisik banget. Nah, itu dia akhirnya. Gua kira itu tuh bus nggak jelas emang. Bus apa truk tuh?
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete?
Ya, siap.
Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Boleh. Hah? Apa nih? Kaget gue.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament.
beneran gua nggak
Her
pakai-
first
nggak
bout
pakai skin,
begins
nggak pakai
now.
Oh ya.
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
Coba serang gue.
How am I supposed to win now?
Coba serang gue. Anjir 705 doang. Lihat. Set. Nah tuh. Anjir sekali damage doang 10.000, Cok. Aduh, lemah.
strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with?
Makanya. aneh banget ya.
Now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
Gimana ini caranya? Udah. Mana Beidou? Oh nih. Weh. Itu. Udah menang. Yeay.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite.
Anjir, peserta favorit
So,
dong.
what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with
Enggak, gue
style
gak mau
too.
visionnya please. Buat lu aja, gue cuma pengen ke Inazuma.
But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the
Ya
opponent
iyalah.
from serious harm.
Yang ada nanti mereka malah mati, Cok.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her
Lu
ability.
bayangin gue udah ngelawan The Fallen sama Naga sama yang lainnya, bahkan para Arkon belum sih. Tapi kayak gak mungkin gue ngelawan pakai kekuatan penuh anjir. Lu bayangin gue udah ngelawan si Childa juga, Cok.
So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word
Calon.
or two to
Nggak, gua udah
congratulate
menang.
our up and coming?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these
Ya
words of
Allah ya.
praise.
Gua nggak butuh pujian, gua nggak butuh puisi.
You
Kasih
fought well.
puisi. Bodoh amat. Bodoh amat Kazuha, bodoh amat. Gua bodoh amat sama lu Kazuha, makasih. Makasih. Ya, makasih. 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 Iya, makasih. Makasih bertarung dengan baiknya, makasih. Makasih.
All right then.
Ya,
I was
makasih.
thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but
Ya,
I guess
ya.
I shouldn't put you on the
Makasih,
spot like
ya
that.
benar makasih.
You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liua's hero was entering the tournament.
Ya, itu gara-gara lu.
And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you.
Gua nggak paham kenapa mereka sebegitunya ya.
Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too.
Hah? Lu
For
ikutan?
one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right?
Enggak juga sih. Gue
So,
cuma pengen menang.
I'm putting you straight through to the
Biar cepet ke
semifinals.
Inazuma. Kapan gue ke Inazuma, jingan? Hah?
But
Langsung
we
ke
only just
semifinal?
started the qualifiers.
Tahu?
Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
Tahu anjir.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise.
Agak lain ya berarti ya sistemnya.
Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
Ya terserah deh.
To be fair, Hannah was thinking that too.
Ya terserah kalian aja.
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about.
Siapa?
We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
Siapa?
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament.
Gitu
I have
kah?
not seen her so excited in quite some time.
Gue nggak tahu apa yang menarik. Gue cuma pengen ke Inazuma.
Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your
Gue nggak
guard.
lupa tujuan gue pengen ke Inazuma. Intinya apa? Ke Inazuma.
Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
Apa sih Kazuha? Intinya apa? Lu mau ngomong
All right,
apa?
that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Ya. Ngobrol lagi berdua. Ini mau langsung ke itu pertarungan. Pengen cepet-cepet
Your
menang.
opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament.
And then
I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully
Hai.
prepared.
Relax. My girl's at the top of her game. She ain't gonna lose.
Ya, aku siap.
Okay, follow me.
Oke, langsung.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have
Dia
begun.
kayaknya pertarung dari Travis.
Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize.
Gitu kah?
You're a strong opponent.
Oh,
That's what I'm here for.
gue kira dia kayak sekali gitu lagi. Coba gue pengen charge stack. Ntar lo nunggu dia itu dulu. Berarti kayak serangan ketiganya lebih sakit ya. No kan dia tracer order anjir. Ngambil prototipenya. Nggak jelas
Sweating
banget.
all over. It's a good feeling.
Boleh.
Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Ya, kamu juga hebat.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
Betul.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one.
Terus?
But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body.
Kau pasti sudah berlatih dengan lama ya.
I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Gue ngerti.
You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
Tadi dia bilang enggak sih.
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest.
Oh.
Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the
Anjir, dia
pleasure of
seneng kalau kalah.
experiencing defeat.
Wow. Luar biasa.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
Luar biasa.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again.
Ya.
I'll be stronger next time.
Semangat latihannya.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Betul?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick.
Lincah.
So don't get too cocky.
Wen ya, gua ke Inazuma kok lama banget, anjir. Wen ya ke Inazuma. Ada rasanya kayak gak sabar banget itu, pengen. Lama banget anjir.
It's you.
Banyak banget
I watched
fillernya.
your match. What a stunning performance.
Bukannya lu yang tadi awal-awal ya?
I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame. If only I could.
Kalah lu.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent. Quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps.
Oh gitu.
I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league.
Siapa emang?
Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Emang dia tahu apaan tuh anjir? Anjir, cuma laka, cuk. Anjir, gue jadi penasaran siapa itu. Ini kah? Halo, mau nanya.
Hey there! Where did the other guy go?
Oh, dia yang tadi yang sombong bayar duit orang kaya.
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose.
Oh,
There was
gitu.
blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet.
Terus gimana?
Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my
Kasian
scheduled match time had
sekali.
already passed and I had to forfeit.
Ada-ada
I
saja.
don't dare tell my master about this, otherwise I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment. So I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me
Gue bukan
about.
minta bantuan sih, kayak nanya.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery.
Semangat. Iya.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
Kayaknya dia bener-bener gak bisa ditanya ya.
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
Iya.
Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable.
Apa dah? Kok tiba-tiba
I can
tiba-tiba
sense
tepuk
that you're
tangan?
not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match.
Hah?
But you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent.
Jeli juga ya.
In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what
Anjir,
I heard.
mendengarkan gimana cerita?
The ground beneath your feet and the pattern of your breathing.
Apa sih? Pada ngomong apa sih?
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience.
Gak tahu gua kalian ngomong apa juga tapi
I
nggak
guess
tahu.
not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
Iya.
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Benar.
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have
Keunikan
something
gimana?
unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles.
Oh, gitu kah?
What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you could chew this time?
If that is the
liwah
case,
kuas
then I have a
sadar sih.
proposal for you.
Apa tuh?
Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we?
Ngapain anjir?
I
Penawaran
haven't
naon?
properly introduced myself yet. In the
Ronin.
land of Inazuma,
Oh,
I was a
lu
wandering
seorang
samurai.
samurai. Berarti yang satset. Gue dikasih pedang kah? Ya
Yeah,
ampun.
we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used
Iya
to waving a
sih,
sword
dari
around.
bajunya kelihatan kayak samurai, tapi dari pembicaraannya tidak. Ya.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill?
Iya sih ya.
I do
Iya ya
not
udahlah
need to flaunt
terserah.
my martial prowess. But I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set.
Jadi maksud lo gue perlu
Given your
berarti
talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
emang gue selemah itu ya sampai gue perlu petunjuk lo.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy.
Gue nggak tahu sih, gue
Besides,
cuma
our
ikut aja.
favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha.
Ya terserah deh.
Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Hah, emang ya?
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you.
Dia kayaknya cenayang deh.
However,
Seramnya.
there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still.
Iya sebaiknya lu jangan tahu.
These are the... Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
Gue nggak tahu harus percaya atau enggak, tapi ya. Gue suka baju lu. Sumpah bajunya Kazuha
Kazuha's had
bagus
his eye
banget.
on you from the moment you arrived. If you've got anything to ask him, this'll be your chance.
Mungkin nanya tentang Inazuma. Kan gue kesana pengen nanya Arkon. Tapi emang dia I don't know.
You really are a one-trick
Ntar
pony,
dulu,
you
itu
know.
dekat itu enggak ada. Kayaknya gue harus periksa dulu deh. Takutnya ternyata malah dekat, nah kan. Ya, dekat tempat teleport. Daripada gue jauh-jauh jalan sama terbang, kayak mendingan gitu loh. Kenapa harus jauh banget sih Kazuha? Capek tau.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter.
Apa?
You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple.
Pantes aja tuh ngomong di sana gara-gara ngomongin
I knew
elemen.
that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
Tahu?
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say It would cause some unwanted misunderstandings.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match.
Iya. Kenapa lo tahu?
When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible.
Oh, gitu kah?
Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves.
Agak lain ya.
It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
Kok sinar gue malah sinar anemo ya? Padahal gue masih pakai Geo.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
Aneh. Lihat tuh, ini gue sinarnya anemo, padahal gue pakai sinarnya Geo. Kekuatan yang gue pakai sekarang.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats.
Gitu kah? Terserah deh. Jadi intinya tadi mau ngomong
To
apa?
think a human could wield the elements without a vision.
Iya deh, kayaknya gak usah
And not to
dibicarain deh.
mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Jangan-jangan lu tahu misteriusnya Paimon. Jadi apa?
Hey, stop
Kenapa dia bisa terbang?
evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities?
Yang kulakukan cuma nyentuh patung The Seven.
Extraordinary.
Aneh ya?
So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learn to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Itu dari Paimon.
It's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind.
Itu tanya Paimon. Jadi jangan tanya gue ya.
It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, she just naturally learned to use the elements through it all.
Itu intinya.
Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant.
Betul.
However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me.
Maksud lo?
Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange.
Weh, bewan kah kita?
Now then, let's test your skills.
Weh, bewan beneran, boleh. Bewan kita, bewan kata, bewan. Anjir, gue disuruh ngelawan ini. Halo.
I got him cornered.
Oh iya bener, kita cara pakai apa namanya?
Everybody stand back! Huh?
I swear by my sword!
Target acquired.
Nah, jadi intinya kita itu ngelawan ini caranya. Tadi kita pakai minjem karakter. Nah, itu dia. Jadi kita minjem karakter orang. Dan ya, udah jadi kita jadi bisa pakai vision, itu intinya. Ngerti kan?
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you.
Gitu kah?
Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible.
And then?
He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attack should pose no threat to you.
Gua nggak tahu apa intinya,
Please,
tapi kayak
save your
terserah.
thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness
Di
your
luar
command
Nuro
of the
emang
elements that defies all known principles.
Ya, gua
The
ngerti
world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
Ya,
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
Betul. Kenapa tuh?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods,
Artifiction bagi para
and what
dewa.
influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding
Agak
such matters.
bingung, tapi ya udah.
For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have.
Oke,
Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles.
Hmm,
regarding Inazuma.
Jelaskan semuanya.
So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more.
Nah,
As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electro visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel.
jadi kayak di traktor ya?
Liyue's
Di traktor
contracts
kan
are meant to
tulisannya?
benefit
Gak tau
all
deh.
who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Tidak baik semua.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Iya sih.
Oh, have you encountered the Electro Archon before?
Gak
With
yakin.
time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will
Gua akan
come a
ke
day when
Inazuma
I
kok.
too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her.
Mata lu kayaknya abis begadang ya? Kok hitam?
Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Aneh ya?
Oh, right. We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the
Oh
tournament.
iya bener, gue pengen ke
If you have
Inazuma.
no other
Ayo, ayo.
matters to attend to, then we can return together.
Iya ya.
Very well. Let's go. I wish...
Oke. Hah. Oh, kemana ini anjir? Oh, iya gini maksud gue. Maksudnya gitu. Langsung diteleportin ke sini. Bagus. Bagus, ayo, aku suka itu. Nice.
Why isn't he here yet?
Ya, ini saya datang.
Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please!
Hah, kenapa tiba-tiba hilang tuh NPC-nya?
We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash. We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at long last, the 2 finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bounds. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face.
Halo.
Introducing Lyra's traveling hero.
Saya sang penguasa.
I've been waiting for this.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch.
Betul.
As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived.
Emang siapa sih?
Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Masa ditunda?
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize.
Hah?
Traveler, come with us.
Gua harus ikut kok. Anjir, disuruh periksa, Cok. Apa emang? Kenapa emang hilang?
Let me see.
Kenapa?
It's gone all right.
Anjir,
The vision
beneran
is
hilang dong.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
Apaan lu siang, Paimon? Ini tuh. Bentar, di dunia gue emang siang, tapi kan di Tivat sekarang lagi gelap.
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Bay.
No need to worry.
Gila.
Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze.
Jadi,
The culprit has only acted recently.
gua nggak tahu dia datang
It will
dari
not have
apa, dia
gotten.
dapat
The
dari
vision
mana,
was
tapi
the
ya
prize
terserah
that I
deh.
had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it.
I will be
Dadah,
certain.
selamat Kazuha, semoga kamu mendapatkannya.
Well,
Dadah.
if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the
Sama aku
spectators.
juga
If you
tinggal
would,
sini.
please come with me.
Ya Allah.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run
Aku
to?
juga ikut ya.
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Angin, penti kah? Maaf, aku kepikiran penti kalau udah angin. Sini.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance.
Lah, kok gue
Ride the
terbang
winds
tinggi
upward.
amat?
From there, we can continue our search for clues.
Oh gitu ah. Terus?
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
Alasannya? Salah. Loh, bukan dia musuhnya. Tadi gue langsung keluarin ulti karena gue kira dia musuhnya. Yang mana musuhnya? Oh ini.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
Seberang mana?
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Tahu apa suaranya? Apa?
Hubris.
Angku? Hah, suara
This
itu
way.
angku?
Follow me.
Maksudnya?
There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Oke. Ada waktunya anjir. Gue baru nyampe.
Is this really necessary?
Tantangan berhasil. Padahal gue belum nyampe.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them! Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Please stand back. Apaan anjir? Gue disuruh mundur, mentang-mentang gue cewek. Apaan? Gak ada. Gue udah ngalahin semuanya. Masa gue disuruh mundur? Lu kalau nggak gitu nggak usah ngajak gue anjir. Bikin orang kesel doang. Ujung-ujungnya disuruh mundur. Lu ngapain lu? Disuruh mundur mulu. Please stand back. Tapi tadi malah ngajakin gue. Apa hubungannya? Tolong jangan berkatakan hal yang berlawanan ya. Saya kesal. Itu siapa? Kayak Gojo. Maksudnya Toji.
You caught up with me?
Ya?
How is that possible?
Lah.
I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
Ya.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
Betul.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you...
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze.
Betul.
Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind.
Gue gak ngerti
as I
sih,
was
tapi kayak
pursuing
ya
you.
terserah dia aja dia ngomong apa.
In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
Gue gak tahu itu hinaan atau apa. You apa?
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand.
Apa
It
tuh?
appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine. I admit it.
Kok ngaku
I've had my
anjir
eyes on
diceramain
this
no
vision
jutsu
for quite
langsung.
some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters.
And?
I fought my way to...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way.
Padahal gue bisa aja ngasih dia cuma-cuma.
Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I'd prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me.
Kembalikan aja
After
pisaunya
all I
dah.
went through to get it? I think not. I know an empty threat when I hear one.
Ada.
Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway.
You know,
Dasar.
according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
You're not serious, are you?
Gua nggak
Not
tahu
to
sih.
mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet.
Gua nggak ada hubungannya sama ini ya.
To brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Gua nggak ada hubungannya sama ini ya. Pak Imon, kayaknya kita mundur aja deh kembali ke pertandingan. Biarkan Kazuha mengurus ini. Lihat tuh, MC gue bahkan sampai kan gitu, lihat matanya udah melotot. Luar biasa.
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel.
Ya, jangan bermain-main dengan Kazuha.
If
Begitulah.
this is where talking gets me, then forget it.
Lah,
I'll risk.
makin gak dimaafin dong.
What are you trying to do?
Kali emang.
I got him cornered.
Gitu. Malah kayak gitu. Anjir, ada kebakaran. Ayo.
No. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please.
Maka motong tangan lu juga.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near.
Cih.
Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Oh, kayaknya tadi dia lagi manfaatin sesuatu gak sih?
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable and fits the way of the samurai.
Kayaknya gak gitu deh, Kazuha.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Iya, dah kabur aja lu. Gak jelas.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
Kayak tadi dia lagi eksperimen, takutnya dapat vision tadi.
Just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands.
Kan? Nggak jelas.
When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear.
Nggak jelas emang.
But unfortunately,
udah gue bilang dia kejam.
Nothing happened. Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened.
Saja.
From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment.
Lihat, orang lain bahkan ada eksperimen.
I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible.
Oh, gitu kan?
Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
Betul.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision.
Matamu terlihat sedih sekali, padahal saya tidak mengharapkan
This
apa-apa.
was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
Tahu?
The story begins with an old friend.
Old friend? Kenapa tuh old friend?
He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenchukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness.
Bentar, itu
His
siapanya
last
dia?
moments. What expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless.
Jadi bajingan, gua nangis.
But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Gua nggak tahu apa yang terjadi.
It's just another way of saying I do as I please.
Gitu kah?
All right then, it's time we returned.
Kalau punya
Do not
teman
let my
bicara ya.
feelings trouble you.
Gak apa-apa. Saya emang menampung
Thank you.
orang. Iya, sama-sama. Kita sedih juga. Siapa tuh Baywen? Baywen siapa? Terbenam memandang lautan. Terbenam memandang lautan yang mana ya? Terbenam memandang lautan. Oh ini. Udah, kita ke sana dulu bentar. Nanti lagi aja dulu kali ya. Aduh, gue nangis lagi. Bentar, kita coba dulu. Kalau ini sebenarnya nanti masih ada lanjutannya, kayak misalnya si ceritanya si Mondstadt kemarin lah. Itu kan cuma NPC doang kan. Baywen gue nggak tahu ini Baywen yang mana, tapi kayak ya udah lah ya. Sini kan? Oh iya.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
Apa tuh?
How
Oh
can
iya,
she
yang
lift that
disuruh
massive
ngitungin
rock
tuh ya.
all by herself? She's got to be one of those adepti, surely. Oh, mighty adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
Enggak gitu.
This is top
Oh,
tier
ini Baywen,
in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations. This item is approved for submission.
Yay!
I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item.
Itu atas nama gue.
I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Nah, itu atas nama gue.
And Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest
Nah, iya
prostrate
betul.
specimen.
Jangan lupa nama gue dimasukin.
But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper.
Iya.
It's secretary.
Oh.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found?
Bagus kan, nilai 100, nggak 1000.
In truth,
It is the finest piece of plastrite we have received so
Iya
far.
dong. Langsung itu mah dari chamber, bukan. Dari Adeptus, dari tempat Adeptus ya. Nggak tahu gue.
If
Pokoknya
everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber,
which will enable us
Yeay.
to proceed to the next
Terus
stage
apa
of
sih lagi
construction.
bahannya?
As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest,
Oh iya
you are
nggak apa.
welcome to
Gue
stay
udah punya
there.
tripod kok.
Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
Wow, kalian pasti sibuk banget ya.
Shenhua, just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises.
Betul.
Oh, really?
Lo emang nggak dengar?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it?
Tahu anjir.
Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high
Ya itu mah lu Pai, mungkin dia beda. Emang seorang cool itu emang gitu
I've had
Pai.
similar compliments before.
Emang iya? Sering kah?
They call me an adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Oh.
Yeah, because that's how adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive too. Way different than normal people.
Betul.
But I am not.
Tapi kan lo adeptus.
Shanna?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Kalau begitu kenapa lo nggak kembali ke tempat tinggal adeptus lo aja?
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels.
Ya, kita istirahat aja.
Let's go check in and take a rest.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness
gitu kah?
to sit and meditate in silence.
Oke.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your own.
Tahu. Lu cewek nggak boleh gitu. Nanti keponakan lu marah sama gue.
You go lie down in a nice comfy bed. Alright? Seriously, don't punish yourself like this.
Okay. If you insist.
Nah.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
Let's go. Tapinya nanti. Nah, ini udah itu. Oke, lanjut kita ke sana. Ini bisa teleport nggak sih? Ada nggak bisa? Kalau misalnya gue dari kesini ke sini nggak bisa, jadi harus dari sini. Kejauhan. Harus jalan kaki lagi gue. Pegal pinggang. Harusnya pegal kaki sih, tapi kan gue yang main. Ya, terserah deh.
10 points for agility.
Bentar. Kayaknya gue harus pakai Yelan aja. Mana Yelan?
Let's go get ourselves some answers.
Salah pencet gue cok. Kenapa ada itu? Gue kira itu udah bebas nih. Gue kira sini udah bersih tau. Kenapa belum ada yang gue itu? Hujan tahu, kenapa kalian nggak pulang? Halo guys.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
Kita jangan ditinggalin kan?
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang.
Hah? Ada Ningguang di
It seems that
kesini?
the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention.
Oh, gitu kah?
Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
Waduh.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
Oh, gitu kah?
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
Terus sekarang
The
gimana?
one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the champion.
Jadi gitu
Thought
kah?
we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter.
Agak lain ya.
As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal
Jadi
to
sekarang kita
reward
ke
you.
Inazuma?
Yes, I
Ya,
believe so.
akhirnya.
Though Captain Beidou is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of
Yes.
it. She is a woman
Yes,
of her word.
yes.
But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be
Ya,
plagued
bodo
by a
amat, nggak apa-apa.
perpetual tempest the
Nggak apa-apa,
entire
bodo
trip.
amat. Ya, nggak apa-apa. Beneran, gue
In
mabuk
fact,
laut juga
the
bodo amat.
relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden
Gitu,
Shogun's
nggak
will
apa-apa,
to
ya.
close the nation.
Nggak apa-apa.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Ya juga ya.
let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons.
Oh,
If
iya
Liyue's
sih.
Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest.
Oke.
Suffice it to say
bener
that if
sih.
you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made.
Lama lagi, Cok.
In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Oh, gitu.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Ya, semoga kamu mendapatkan apa yang kamu mau.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful.
Ya.
One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may
Gue
well
tahu
prove
kok,
to be
gue
the most
tahu, tapi
arduous.
nggak apa-apa. Karena itu emang tujuan saya. Kalau gitu mah ngapain gue susah anjir. Yes. Yes. Mana Ke Inazuma? Udah kebuka belum? Ada, belum kebuka, Cok. Mana Inazuma? Gue mau ke Inazuma. Itu intinya dari semua. Dari tadi story gue jalanin. Hampir 3 jam ya sekarang. Iya, hampir 3 jam. Dengan baterai gue yang udah hampir sekarat. Ayo, Inazuma. Inazuma, I'm coming.
Ad Astra Abyssos.
Aduh, ini lagi.
What can I do for you, traveler?
Tentang ini cara menuju Inazuma.
Yes. I've heard that you've already
Nah,
made
ini.
arrangements with the captain of the
You're right.
regarding your passage to
Betul.
Inazuma. Is that now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands.
Ya, terus gimana?
Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is that right? Well, it's an honor to meet you.
Kamu
The
termasuk.
fleet has nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count,
Yes.
we can get underway.
Ayo, cepet.
Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Yes.
Beidou is the captain of her word.
Oh
Of
iya.
course. There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
Kapan emang?
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order.
Makasih. Dadah.
Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement.
Ya, gua ngerti.
Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssos.
Anjir, Alva itu ya. Keren ya. Semoga
Kinda
dadah.
hard to say goodbye now.
Iya
We
sih.
practically see each other every day.
Hampir berapa bulan gue di sini?
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive?
Astaga.
I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
Sudah aku
So there's
dugong.
another Catherine at Inazuma?
Tahu nih.
There's no need to get all sassy now.
Dasar.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back.
Siap.
The ship is currently anchored off of Guyun Stone Forest.
OTW.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
Ya, sampai ketemu. Yes, Inazuma, guys. Inazuma, I'm coming. Mana Inazuma? Kesini lagi. Saya teleport. Yeah. Akhirnya bisa teleport. Gue malas terbang dengan. Nah, gitu masalah gue.
Is this really necessary?
Udah diam kamu, necessary. Nah, kita berangkat Beidou, ayo kapten, kita berangkat
You
kapten.
finally made it.
Oh iya dah.
All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already.
Iya gimana? Maaf kapten, tadi
Don't look too
banyak
serious,
itu.
I'm only joking.
Macet.
You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations.
Oh gitu.
Well, now that everyone's here,
Berangkat,
we
nice.
set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest.
Yes,
The nation of eternity.
berangkat.
Anchors away!
Mantap, angkat, yeay, Inazuma. Akhirnya, aku tidak perlu mendengar orang ngeledek-ngeledek saya lagi. Anjir, tiba-tiba siang tuh. Hah, kok kayak terbang ya kapalnya? Pop gua tiba-tiba jadi lumin. Wah, kenapa saya tiba-tiba di isekai? Lah, Kazuha, lu ngapain di sana? Gua dorong mati nggak ya? Maksudnya. Waduh, wis gila karismanya, anjay. Oh dia visionnya Lekko. Anjay, gila, akhirnya ke Inazuma, gila. Waduh, akhirnya guys, saya tidak diledek-ledek lagi ke Inazuma, nggak belum ke Inazuma. Nice. Anjay. Hah? Ya kecewa, nggak ada cutscene kayak pas lagi badai mengamuk atau gimana. Kecewa. Nyampe kan? Oh, anjir beneran kayak Jepang tuh, banyak itunya. Oh, wah gila, bagus banget ini. Nah, dia, oh ya Toma, gue punya Toma tau, tapi masih belum gue beli.
Oh, hi there.
Dia semangat sekali tadi pas animasinya. Kok bagus ya?
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Anjir, penumpang gelap gue dikatain.
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay.
Betul.
Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
Oh gitu.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Oh.
Toma,
gitu.
these two are...
No need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders sterling
Kayaknya
deeds at bay.
beritanya terlalu berlebihan ya. Senang bertemu dengan lo.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
Beritanya ternyata udah kedengeran sampai sini, luar
With any
biasa.
luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts.
Oh gitu kah?
If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you,
Siap,
I'll be sure to
kulaporkan
deal
nanti
with him
padamu.
personally
Kalau
the next
misalnya
time I'm
diampas.
around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Oke.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Buronan siapa?
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Kazuha. Hah? Emang Kazuha?
Until next time, traveler.
Oh iya iya.
Remember to give
Kan
it
dia
your all,
temennya sama
no
si
matter what
tadi. Siapa
perilous
tuh temennya?
storms you may encounter.
Oh gitu. Ya. Sampai jumpa. Bye bye.
Now then, first things
Ya,
first.
sekarang gimana?
We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Ah iya, gitu kah?
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low.
Oh,
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried.
Haruskah?
So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Oh gitu. Oke, gua akan mencoba mematuhi aturan. Yes, akhirnya ke Inazuma. Yes, akhirnya saya di sini. Bentar guys, kita harus daftarin diri dulu biar nanti gua nggak tiba-tiba ditangkap gitu loh. Kalau tiba-tiba gue ditangkap pas lagi pengen ngebukain waypoint kan nggak lucu gitu. Jadi gini, mau itu daftarin diri.
Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here.
Yes.
Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
Datang untuk mencari kakakku.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason
Toma, bantuin dong.
in accordance with the rules.
Toma, bantuin Toma.
My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Toma.
Here are their entry papers for your kind perusal.
What?
Kenapa lagi gak bilang anjir?
No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
Sialan kalian. Sialan lu.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to retail.
Oh ya, makasih. Aduh, sialan emang Toma satu ini.
So, where do we go next?
Sekarang kita bisa bebas nggak?
The Outlander Affairs Agency.
Allahu Akbar.
They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Gue udah punya tipot, gue nggak perlu tinggal di rumah sini dong.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Tahu.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders.
Ya, kedengaran
As the
ribet lah
word
intinya.
suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku decree in force.
Gitu kah?
Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement.
Iya.
I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get
Akrab.
along very well.
Nggak tahu, lu
Now,
ngeselin bagi
let's
gue.
head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency.
Ya deh, lanjut.
Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
Terus?
Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Nggak tahu. Di mana itu? Ini gue kemana ya? Oh, ke sini. Bilang kek. Gue tersesat anjir. Kayaknya tadi bajunya sama deh. Atau orangnya sama? Gak tahu. Kok pusing anjir. Mukanya kelihatan kayak sama.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of you?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 juta murah, Cok.
2 million? For a...
Yang bener aja.
Are you...
Gila. Semiskin. Maksudnya astaga.
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million
Toma.
total. Don't worry. You can trust my math.
Anjir duit gue.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Toma, duit gue.
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find on one face you recognize.
Toma, duit gue.
Mr. Toma, it's you. By
Tetap
way of
aja
courtesy,
mahal.
allow me to reduce it to...
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600
gitu.
mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
Alright then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Wah, 100 mora, gila. Itu lu bayangin, itu diskonnya bisa nyampe melebihi 1 juta %, gila tuh. Paimon, kayaknya kita beruntung punya Toma di sini. Oke Toma, kamu jadi teman baikku ya. Kayaknya emang lu penawar harga emak terbaik deh.